Nice.
We're all opened up now. It's good. It's been open for since COVID crap, so
That's good. That's always good.
yeah.
Oh, wow. That's loud. Okay. Cool. Let me open this. Video producer. All right. Perfect. We are live. So if you are ready, I'll do the intro and
Right.
we'll jump into it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. All right. Welcome back to another live and amplified livecast. I'm your host, Tom Quiet, and today we have a returning special guest. It's been almost exactly 2 years. We were doing the math just before we jumped on here. We have Laura Cheadle joining us this evening. Yep, it's evening, I guess technically.
Yes.
Excited to have you back on. How are things been going?
Been great. It's been a great 2 years for me, so there's a lot to talk about. Thanks so much for having me back.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where it's like during the pandemic, I had so many new people on that it was just kind of like, okay, how soon do I have them back on? How soon do I reach back? It was like this weird mind game. And then, obviously, as kind of like time goes by, it's like they fall off the radar just because they release like a song or a project and then they don't release anything for a while. And so it's just kind of like, I know you've stayed busy for the last 2 years, and it's just like, all right, when do I reach back out? And then you reached out to me, and I was like, okay, that's perfect. So
You comment on something, I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
yeah, awesome, awesome. So it just since it's been 2 years, just kind of refresh everyone, kind of give a quick background update on who you are.
Well, I'm a soul bluesy pop artist from Philadelphia, and yeah, I tour around the country and out of the country now. We'll be actually, I'll tell you about that, but I have a plethora of music. Everything under my music, though, I always have a soulful undertone, and my family's in the band, and it's amazing. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. It's great that you're getting out and touring, and I guess now doing international touring, which is amazing. Now that the COVID's, I
Oh,
guess not an issue. We'll just say
not
it's not an issue
anymore. We're
anymore.
just gonna
So
keep that manifesting. It will never be an issue again.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So obviously you stayed busy and whatnot. Let's jump right into the new single and we'll just kind of see how the rest of the podcast unfolds. You got a new single dropping tonight actually, right?
Yeah,
Tonight
March.
midnight?
Yeah, tonight at midnight. It's called Time Thief, and it's actually a pop dance song from
Mm-hmm.
me. And I've done a lot of like soulful music, but this is gonna be something that most people are gonna love. It's like a
Yeah.
very commercial song, but it still got me my voice on it. But I woke up with this song in my head. It was a dream I had with the words
Nice.
"time thief," and it's about you're wasting your time on anything, relationships, career. You're taking too much time on that, and this is about breaking free of that, breaking free of the thief of time. And we know since COVID, time has been such a crazy thing. It's either slow or really fast.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I 100% agreed. I've had a chance to listen to it. It is a lot different than a lot of the other music you put out there, which is good. Not a bad, definitely not a bad thing. And I think people will really enjoy it, and it's very catchy. Um, so how long have you been in the process of this? Is this something that you're before we get into that? Is this something like you mentioned that this is kind of like a very dancey pop sound? Is this something that you're looking at leaning into, or was this just like a one-off inspiration type situation?
Yeah, well, I always said I have musical ADD. I never am in the same mood. So the new album, which is going to be out this summer, has so many different elements to it. It's cohesive enough because it's my voice, but I just felt like doing something fun because people have been really down in the dumps for a couple of years. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we'll see where it goes. But so far, I've been having a lot of great reviews on it, so I'm pumped.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So how long have you been sitting on this song?
This song was recorded 2 years ago, actually, so this has been waiting for the perfect time to release it. I'm releasing it with So Bold Entertainment and Sony Orchard of Sony Music, so they're behind me. It's gonna be awesome.
Nice. Um, since it's been recorded for 2 years. Why like now did you feel it was like the right time?
I just felt I go with my instincts, and I felt like this was the time. Everyone is opening up. Everyone's at the concerts. I'm touring a ton now, so I wanted to tour with it.
Gotcha. And is this the first single of the upcoming album? This
This is
or
the second one. Yeah,
oh,
I
second one?
released one last year at this time, but the album is I've been writing it over 4 years, so it's gonna be a lot of songs on that album.
Nice. Hey, that's not a bad thing though. It's one of those things where you know it's you work so hard on an album that you want it to be done right. You want it to be released at the right time. And nobody can really tell you when that is.
Yeah,
If it takes you 4 years to get it out, it takes you 4 years to get it out. So, and I think the fact that you're able to get out and tour, like, I think that really helps.
that's the important part of it. Now I also have Sony behind me, so I just felt like this was the time to release something like this, and I think it's ready. I think it's prime time.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's how actually you brought up the Sony thing. How'd you get involved with Sony? Let's talk because
Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about that. How'd you get involved with Sony?
I got contacted with my current manager on Instagram, actually, which is during the pandemic.
Mm.
And I was like, this isn't real. What is this? It ended up being very real. And so it was just a journey, and they had been watching me for a few years. And it's pretty cool how this all came about. And they let me do what I want, which I love because I'm
Yeah.
an artist that I only want to make music that I'm proud of. So it's exciting. And I love who I'm with now. And I get to be creatively open and flow.
Yeah, for sure. That's really cool that they're kind of giving you that freedom
Yeah.
to do your thing. Are you recording the album in Philly or where are you going to or where have you been going to record the album?
My dad owns a recording studio, a really
Mm,
amazing studio in Jersey, South Jersey.
okay.
That's where I'm from
Mhm.
originally. So I do everything with him, and we have our musicians, and we do it there, which is awesome.
Gotcha. And you said you're in Philly right now, right though? Okay. I
Philly's
just want to make
Philly is right by South Jersey. It's like
okay.
30 minutes just for
I,
rep.
I
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't mishear that. I was just like, wait a minute. I would have sworn she said Philly. Maybe I'm wrong. It
People from other
wouldn't be the
places
first.
in the world don't realize how close South Jersey is to Philadelphia.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. It's when you think of when I hear Jersey, it's like, oh, it's close to New York because
That's
I
way
hear all
far.
the.
Yeah, we're by
Is,
like Delaware. Yeah.
yeah, gotcha. Oh, cool. So the where are you kind of at on the album right now? Is it like done or is it still being recorded? Where are you kind of at with the album?
Today I finished the last song actually, so it's ready to
Nice.
go.
That's good. That's good. And you said, have you announced the date for that yet, or is that still kind of
Thinking spiritually in my head, June 2023. That's what I'm feeling right now. So
okay?
we will have
Nice.
an official date for that. And the album is called Mannequin, and you'll know why. It's from one of the songs. So
Nice. Are you gonna do? Are you gonna do another single before the release, or is it like the two singles and that's
I don't know. I kind of tempted to do another single, but I'm finishing the music video now for Time Thief, so we're getting all that going. It's gonna be awesome.
nice? Let's jump into that. I always love talking about a good music video. Was it something that you knew you wanted to do right away? Was a music video for Time Thief?
Yes, this song in particular has so much imagery, and
Mhm.
so I'm filming it with Life After Television Productions, which is an amazing company. And we're actually going to film in a clock shop of
Nice.
18th century clocks, because the whole song is like tick, 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 tick. There's going to be dancers, there's going to be the whole shebang in this video.
It sounds like it's going to be a very trippy feeling. Like
Yes,
if you're working in clocks and all that stuff, I just feel like it's going to be a very trippy feeling.
the bigger the better. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, so that's in the works. You when are you scheduled to shoot that?
Actually,
Uh,
tomorrow we're starting on location, so here we go.
like start actually shooting on location or yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it was the original idea yours or is it the production company's?
That the videographer I'm really close with, and
Mm,
he recommended the clock shop, and I was like, well, that's I always knew there had to be clocks in it.
yeah.
It's time safe, so I think
Yeah,
that's really cool.
for sure, for sure. Oh, so this is for Time Thief for anybody that's just tuning in. Your new single that drops tonight at midnight
Woo!
or yeah, well, midnight Eastern, 11 Central. I think that's how Spotify works it anymore.
I don't know.
I
Probably.
I I noticed so many different things. Like I've had friends that release stuff, then they're from like the UK, and
Yeah,
it's available at like 6 o'clock my time, and it's like I don't know anymore.
it'll
So
be.
yeah, it'll be available. Um, so with Time Thief, you kind of said what the story was, but I just want to dive a little bit deeper in on the story. What was the inspiration behind the song?
I had kind of spent a lot of time with someone that I shouldn't have been with. That's my main purpose of it. But I co-wrote these lyrics with a great songwriter called Stephen Caban, and my dad wrote the music, James
Mhm.
Cheadle. But it's just, when you're with someone, they're not right, and you're just you feel like they're just suffocating you and stealing the life out of you. Time thief. But I think it could apply to so many different things. Jobs you're in, friendships. We all get there, and I healed, I've manifested, and I got myself out of that situation. But
Yeah,
it's a great song came out of it.
yeah, for sure. It's actually kind of funny now that you bring all that up. It starts to click with me a little bit because it's like time is the most valuable asset anyone has, and time thief. It's like that's like the most brutal thing you could do is steal someone's time.
You always know when you're in it, you're like, this isn't right. I need to trust my gut. I need to trust this. But you're
Yeah,
just playing the script that you think you're supposed to be doing. It's
yeah,
a lot of people do it.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And so as you're kind of approaching this finish line, you're 3, 4 hours out, but before it releases, I guess technically three. I look at my clock and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
it's almost eight. Nope, it's almost yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
8:41.
as you're kind of approaching this end or the finish line, what's running through your head?
I'm just excited. I've done some great interviews, a lot of in the UK actually, which is
Yeah,
going to be a UK tour
yeah,
coming out of this. Just a lot of energy, a lot of energy.
nice. Nice. I was looking through your Spotify and I noticed you have a lot of what was it, Dallas, I think. That one
Do
just kind
I?
of yeah, I was looking through your spot because you know how on Spotify it'll show you like
Yeah,
your top 5 cities, and I was sitting there, I was like, really? Dallas? Okay, that's interesting.
I never played in Dallas. I should apparently.
Yeah. Um, so let's talk about let's jump into the touring a little bit and talk about that because I know you've mentioned that a couple of times that you're out touring, you're doing international tour or you're touring internationally. What's kind of going on there? Well, I'll keep it kind
I
of broad for you.
one coming up in the tri-state area. I'll be in Oregon, but we are right now in the works of doing a UK tour. So
Nice.
I performed in UK a couple years ago, and I'm really excited to come back. So that's all going to be posted on my website. I can't wait.
Nice, awesome. Is how often are you like when you're not touring, but you're just kind of in the tri-state area? How often are you playing?
I space it out
Okay,
probably once every couple weeks, but it depends where I am. If I'm in New York, I could do one weekend, but I'm
yeah,
always playing,
yeah.
always out somewhere.
That's the interesting thing about the East Coast is you could literally play every day, and as long as you're willing to drive a couple hours to get to the venue, it's like you're not going to burn yourself out
I love
because
where I live because it's like New York, Washington D.C. Everything is all here.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm liking about where I'm at in Texas because it's like you could easily play 4 to 5 nights a week and not burn the crowd because
Yeah,
you could be here in Waco, you could go down to Austin, you can go to Dallas, Houston, Bryan College Station, and you've got 5 major areas all within 3 hours of each other.
Texas is huge. I've
Yeah.
played Austin. I loved it. I even played in San Angelo one time. That
Oh
was
wow.
yeah.
That's out there. That's I I had a buddy or the one of the guys I work with, he lived out in San Angelo for a good minute and
I was
yeah,
like,
he's
does
told me
anyone
some
know where that
stories.
is? Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
He's told me some stories about San Angelo. So that's awesome. Um so kind of moving forward, obviously you got the upcoming album and all that fun stuff coming up. What's kind of the plan heading into the summer? Obvious. I mean, I know you mentioned the UK tour and whatnot, but
Lots of performing. I'm gonna do as much as possible.
nice.
It's a lot saved up from being stuck inside, so it's getting out there as much as possible. I'm booked a lot though this summer, so it's gonna be awesome.
You coming to Texas at all?
I should. I want to come back. I love
Nice.
Austin. I want to play Dallas. Apparently, I need to get
Yeah.
there.
I just saw that and I was like, that's really cool. Like I was looking at the thing and I was just like, wow, you never know. So
I never. That's why I love the internet because I get to meet so many cool people on here from different states. Come play here. I'm like, okay.
yeah, for sure. But if you do come through Dallas, I will have to try and find time to come see you
Even
because
better. If I'm coming
Wake
to Dallas.
Waco's an hour and a half from
Okay.
Dallas. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess technically it depends on what part of Dallas, because if you're on the south side, I could probably make it there in an hour. But if you're on the north side, that'll probably be like two and a half, because
Yeah,
Dallas is a big metroplex. So
like Philly to New York City. I
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, pretty much. But it's one of those things where it's like I'm starting to learn to love where I'm at just because, I've once I get to the point where my knees, I don't know, did I tell you that I fractured my knee? Or
No.
did you see that on Instagram? So I was on vacation. I was visiting my dad um down in Florida because since my mom passed away, I haven't seen him all that much and I don't go to Florida. So it's just kind of like, all right, I'll come down to Florida, I'll come hang out. It was like middle of the trip. We were getting in the car to go eat dinner and my leg gave out
Oh, yeah.
as I was getting into the car and I fractured my knee.
Oh.
And now they think I tore my ACL.
No. Healing
It's
thoughts. Healing
yeah.
thoughts. Tell yourself
Well,
I'm healing.
I mean, I'm up and walking now, so I don't really think I tore my ACL because I shouldn't really be walking.
No, I
So
believe in mind over matter so
yeah.
much.
But so I'm kind of going through that right now.
Oh man.
And I had plans to go to the UK next month or
Ah.
so yeah, it was bad.
Well, you're gonna heal. I'm gonna put it out there.
Oh, I'm getting around. It's just one of those things where I gotta kind of get myself through this whole mess at work
Mm-hmm.
because I've been working remotely for a month already. And I'm trying to get it approved and make sure I'm good to go back to work. And yeah, it's a whole thing. So, but
Healing, 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 healing energy.
yeah, for sure. Oh, so are you doing anything? Are you doing like a show tomorrow to promote the release of the new single
No,
or?
but I'm doing a ton of interviews. So radio interviews. I'll be traveling a lot tomorrow, and then I start the music video tomorrow. So I have stuff in
Yeah,
the morning, and then I start doing the video. So I'm definitely gonna be busy tomorrow.
nice. Hey, that's always good though, right?
Yeah,
It, I've adapted this new saying, busy is good as long as you're happy.
exactly. I
So
love the music industry. It's always something different. It's never
yeah,
monotonous. I love it.
for sure, for sure. So so obviously it's been 2 years since we've talked last. What's new and obvious new music and all that stuff, but other than that, what's new and exciting over the last couple of years?
I live in a really cool apartment in Philly. It's
Yeah.
awesome. You know,
Were you in Philly last time we talked?
I think I was in South Jersey. I think I was. That's where I was. It wasn't during COVID or something. Yeah, no, I wasn't.
Yeah,
But like I said, it's like
yeah,
20 minutes. So
yeah. I got you. Because
yeah,
I was sitting there looking at the video. I was like, it'd be quite funny if she was still in that same room. And then yeah,
no, I'm not. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of cool acting gigs.
nice.
I signed a publishing deal, so I've been doing a ton of film and TV work.
Nice.
I've been on a couple TV commercials, so it's been a lot of stuff. I'm very creative. If I'm not creative, I can't live.
For sure. What's the most interesting commercial you've been on that you can talk?
Oh,
Obviously, that you can talk about, but
I just did a really funny one. It's like a medical commercial, so I had to act like I was ill and like my neck hurt. It's hysterical. I posted it on it's on my site.
nice.
I had to wear a mask because it was like I got all my makeup and hair done, and then we had to wear a mask. It was hilarious. But my eyes were popping. But I'm doing all these motions like you see on TV. It's
Yeah.
pretty. People love it. They still see it and die. Oh, and I also was on You Bet Your Life with Jay Leno.
Oh
That
wow.
I was on that game show since I last saw you.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
That's awesome. I had a guest. So I specifically asked the what have you been on recently because I had a guest on about 6 months ago we were talking, we did the interview, and I had asked her anything new and exciting. She's like, no, not really. And then 2 weeks later, she was on, what was the show on USA that Blake Shelton did?
The
Barmageddon.
Oh, I don't know.
With so it basically they were, I think it was called like Barmageddon or something. They just play a bunch of drinking games, and he brings in
Oh,
like country musicians, and it's like an interview style thing.
oh,
And she was a guest on that show, not as like a musician, but she was just kind of like in the crowd and got called on stage or something. And I'm like, why didn't you?
yeah, she didn't think of it.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
it's one of those things where it's just like,
You're on the spot. You're like, oh, yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So how long have you've been acting pretty, I think, well, I think you were acting when we talked last, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but since then I got an agent and did the whole
Hmm.
thing, and it's cool. It's a whole different, a whole
Uh,
different world acting.
yeah.
But
And are you doing like film and stuff too, or is it commercials and TV for the most part?
yeah, I was just in a short film called Ether. I played a hippie music manager from the 70s. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's amazing. I love short films. They're always so random.
Yeah. I
You
just anything creative is right up my alley. I'll try it. I'll try it all.
Nice. Awesome. So kind of moving forward, you got the out or the single Time Thief dropping tonight at midnight. I'm going to keep plugging that as long as I can. Um, and then you've got the album coming out. We'll just call it the summer since we don't have an exact date.
Yeah.
Summer 2023.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're touring pretty religiously and consistently at least. If I could speak, that'd be great. What's what's kind of a when you're out on the road? Is it just you doing solo stuff, or are you bringing the band?
Oh no, it's always the band. I don't play solo. Because I gotta dance. I gotta do my whole thing. I could play solo, but I choose not to. I have
Yeah,
my dad on the keys, brother on guitar, I got a drummer, a bass player. We do the whole
nice.
thing.
Nice. Well, it's always one of those things because kind of depending on the venue, sometimes they'll just it like the musician will bring like a backing track and then they'll just cover whatever fills out the show,
Yeah, I never got into backing tracks. It works for many people, but
Yeah.
I just don't really like that much.
It's the weirdest thing when they do it at like coffee shops and stuff. Like I've been to a couple of shows where they'll bring in like a pop musician and then they just basically bring like a boom box, play the CD, and then they just sing over it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
like it's not the same feel. It's kind of like karaoke to me, but hey, some
yeah.
people make it work. I just don't like it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, it's awesome. You've got a busy summer coming up, and I'm really excited to, uh, yeah, just really excited to hopefully see you in Texas. I
Yeah,
know,
let's put that out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then so outside of music, what have you? Obviously, you've been doing the creative acting and stuff like that. But like when you need time to decompress, what have you been doing recently?
I just bought a book light for my book reading, so I read a lot. So I try it because I'm online all day long. So I like to decompress and get off the blue light stuff. So
Yeah,
I,
I,
re-
I've
I read.
yeah, I got you. I've started doing similar stuff. I'm not so much into the reading because I don't know. I just have a hard time keeping myself paying attention.
That's because we're on here all day. I'm convinced we have no attention spans anymore. That's why I'm forcing myself to.
But what I have found that really works is I'll go into my bedroom and I've got this little like chair sitting next to my bed and I'll just shut off all the lights and everything and just kind of sit there for 20 minutes and
Meditate.
yeah, I don't really consider it meditating, but I just kind of sit with myself.
That's
And
meditating. If you just not put a label on it.
yeah, that's true. And then I've there's definitely been times where I will fall asleep doing that and I'll wake up at 3 in the morning and I'm just
That's good.
sitting. Yeah. So it's a little weird and it kills my neck, but you know what? It works. So yeah.
Love it.
I take it, you're doing meditating or
Oh yeah, I meditate
yeah.
every morning. You have to.
Yeah.
It's good for you. It's really good to clear your mind because the
Mhm.
world is crazy.
Yeah. It's it's sometimes you just have to disconnect from everything and One of the things that I started doing shortly after my mom passed, because I realized that I was so worried about missing. I had a severe case of FOMO after my mom passed. Um, that I after like 8 o'clock, I put my phone on do not disturb, and I just don't turn it back on until 8 or 9 in the morning when I get up. So
That's what I do when I'm not on here. I
yeah,
don't get my phone past like 8 or 9. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
It's just one of those things where it's like I have to anymore. If I don't, then I'll be up till 3 in the morning. Like, oh my god, I missed this. What happened? Yeah.
Uh,
So
it's
it's
like that Netflix documentary. Did you see that about being addicted to social media? Oh my gosh, we just like watch
oh
the same stuff all day long.
yeah. It's one of those. I don't know if I've seen. I know which one you're talking about, but I haven't watched it. I've seen so many people talking about it that
Yeah.
it's
Ugh, I'm like, that is me. We just like keep going in their story over and over again or different apps.
yeah. It was one of those things when I found out when I realized that I was wasting. Like I'd sit here and I'd just go on a TikTok scroll,
Yeah.
and I'd just be scrolling through TikTok, and it would be like 7 o'clock, and then I'd get into TikTok and it'd be like 10 o'clock, and I'm like, wait a minute, what did I just do? You
That's why I
know?
took it off my phone. I have one, but I took it off my phone. I can't.
Yeah, yeah, it's bad. And luckily now my phone's kind of getting to that point where it can't hold battery that much.
Good.
So it just dies super quick. And I'm like, great, that's what I want. That's what I need right now. So but anyways, so something fun that we've started since we've had you on last. Let me grab this really quick. We have a random question generator.
Ooh, okay.
And so we're going to play a fun little game called That's So Random.
Love it.
And I'm going to just fire off a handful of random questions sent in by the random question generator.
Woohoo.
So if you're ready, here we go with That's So Random.
That's so random. I'm ready.
Yeah, I might steal that. Thanks for that one. So, obviously, other than this one, what is your current favorite podcast to listen to?
Ooh, that's a good one. Of course, yours. I like the Yo Show. I was on it last night or the other night, so I'm gonna give them props.
Awesome. Hold on 1 second. Something happened here. Okay, now we're back. Cool. My computer somehow went to sleep. That was very interesting how that just happened. All right. So here we go. Question 2. Do you prefer Toyota or Honda?
Neither. But I have to answer. Honda.
Neither. Okay, that
I'm a,
works.
I'm a Volkswagen girl, so I drive a Beetle.
Actually, if Volkswagens weren't so expensive, that's probably what I would have bought when I just bought my new car. So,
Beetle. I'm holding on to it for dear life.
no, my dad had a Jetta for the longest time, and he was so mad because the transmission went out.
Uh,
And yeah, so all right. So, if you had to eat one food item for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Tofu. I'm
Fair.
vegan.
Which duo is better? Oreos and milk, chips and queso, or dinner rolls and butter?
mm. Oreo. It's vegan.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
Oreo's vegan.
it's kind of funny how that one went. I was sitting there, I was like, wait, how's she going to answer this one if she's vegan?
They are
Okay, but
vegan.
yeah, all right. In your opinion, what is a man? If you had a no, not in your opinion, I'm misreading this question. I don't know. If you had a warning label, what would it say?
Warning, comedy ahead. I'm a crazy person. I may be chill right now, but I'm a crazy person.
That's okay. That's always good though. All right. If you could send 5-word messages that will be delivered to every cell phone in the country anonymously, what would you send?
Five
Send
words.
a Yeah, send a 5-word message.
It's all going to be it's all gonna be okay. Did I answer that right?
I think that was 5.
It's
I,
all gonna be okay. Yeah.
there you go. That works. All right. What quality do you respect most in people?
Kindness.
I feel that. All right. And then Last question. If you could change one thing in history, what would it be?
Oh, where do you start? Racism.
Right.
Anything that involves civil rights. How about that? I wish
That's
everyone would just love everybody and get along. I know it sounds pretty world
huh,
PC, but it's true.
yeah, it works. And then we're gonna go into overtime because I actually like this question. And have you ever hitchhiked? And if yes, what's the story?
Heck no. Don't
No?
do that. I've seen enough of those serial killer documentaries. Oh no. Although that be my dad has, and he has some great stories. Oh,
Wow. That's it's funny you brought up the serial killer documentary. I just got done watching Dahmer the other
oh,
day.
I couldn't get through it. I was too freaked out. That one got me. The Ted Bundy one was enough, but that one was
Yeah.
too much.
Actually, the one that was really creepy was the one on Peacock about John Wayne Gacy.
Mm.
That just because it had hit
I
like an
I
actual
saw that
interview
one.
with him,
Oh, I saw it. Ooh,
that that one tripped me out.
yeah.
But Dahmer, I got into that one because my sister, she was a criminal justice major,
Mm.
and she did her thesis on Jeffrey Dahmer,
Oh boy,
and she's like obsessed with how his mind works. And so she's like, you got to watch it. I'm like, okay.
that was too disturbing for me. I couldn't do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I stopped like once he got sent to jail. That's kind of where I stopped. I was like, all right, I don't want to watch anymore. I'm good.
No, yeah, plenty.
What else have you been watching on TV recently? What's good for you?
I love time travel stuff. This is the theme of the whole interview, time, but
Yeah.
there's a show called The Resort on Peacock and
Okay.
it's all about time travel. So I love stuff like that. I love
Nice.
the idea of like going in a black hole and you come out 6 minutes later, it's like 2 years have passed. I just love stuff like that.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
love space.
I got lost into a podcast where they went on an hour and a half discussion about time travel and the
Yeah.
feasibility of it happening.
Yes, I wish we could figure out if that really could happen.
Yeah.
I would love to go back in time. I don't know about the future. I'd be kind of freaked out, but that'd be
Yeah. I think the future would be one of those things where it's like, I don't like, I mean, yes, I'd love to know certain things if certain things play out, but if I could go back in time and be like, yo, don't do that, stop that, or
I just want to be in the hippie era just to see the Woodstock in the 60s and 70s. That'd be so cool to
yeah,
witness.
it would be really cool. I just the other day I was watching The Night Agent on Netflix. It's a Netflix series that if you just like crime and drama and stuff like that, Night Agent's pretty good.
Oh,
So
I'll check it out.
yeah. So yeah. Um anything else exciting going on? Like I don't want to keep you too much longer here, and
Yeah,
it's
big single. Be sure to stream it. Stream it, stream it, stream it. Apple Music, preferably.
yeah,
Spotify, all those Apple Music pays their artists really well. So I love Apple Music.
Apple.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
I often ask people, I was like, what do you like when I go to promote their music? It's like, what do you prefer? Oh, I don't care.
But you gotta have the Spotify plays, so of course it's all
Yeah,
important. Just go on everything. Stream it everywhere you can.
right.
I don't discriminate. Just stream the song and look out for the video and check out my social media. I'm always on
Nice.
there.
Nice. Is to jump back on the video really quick, you start shooting that tomorrow. Are you hoping to have it done over the weekend or
I that would be in a perfect world, probably not, but that should be out within I would say within 2 months. So
okay.
time to listen to Time Thief and then get pumped for the video.
It'd be kind of cool if you released the music video as a lead in to the album.
I was thinking that we're on the same page here.
Yep. I said because it's like I don't know like how in depth the music video is going to be because I've had some people is like, oh, we're shooting it this Saturday and we'll have it out next Saturday. It's like,
We never
cool.
know
Yeah,
what it's gonna be like. I don't know. It
yeah,
might, I love work. The videographer I work with is super creative, so it's kind of cool.
yeah. And it's one of those things is if you can get it all right in camera, it makes editing so much.
Yeah,
Like we're going, I don't want to go too much into the weeds on that stuff, but it's yeah. So
I'm good with visuals, not. I mean, with the audio, visuals are hard. So
yeah, for sure, for sure.
better people.
Yeah, awesome. But it's been an absolute blast chatting with you. If anybody wants to check you out on social media, interact, catch a show, listen to any music that you currently have out, or listen to Time Thief tonight, midnight, check it
Woo!
out. Where can they find you online?
Go to lauracheadle.com. You'll get all my links there. Instagram at Laura Cheadle Music, Facebook at Laura Cheadle. You'll find me. Just type me in. Like Don Cheadle, Laura Cheadle.
Nice. No relation, right?
Uncle Don. Although he did tweet me back one time and laughed about that.
Nice. That's funny. I was like, I totally forgot about Don Cheadle. Like,
See?
I'm not a big Marvel person. I know that's kind of has been his big thing recently, but
I get
yeah,
that like at least once a day. Like,
really.
Don Cheadle. I'm like, yeah.
Uncle Don. Hey, that's funny. Awesome. But before we wrap this up, what's one piece of advice you have for the young musicians out there?
Make quality music and stick to your gut. Don't let people try to change you. I never did, and I've maintained my happiness.
For sure, for sure. I 100% agree. So we will leave it at that.
Yeah.
But once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We really appreciate y'all. Make sure you go check out Laura Cheadle, all her socials, her website, all that fun stuff. We really appreciate it. And then if you want to support Live and Amplified, liveandamplified.net, that is our website. That is kind of our catch-all. You can find all our socials. You can find the podcast. You can find the Hoedown Showdown, all the fun stuff that we're doing in 2023. Just get ready because it's not stopping. So, but once again, thank you all so much. We will catch you all later. Ooh, almost hit the wrong button.